Sprinkles, The True Spirit of Christmas by P.K. Mclemore. Narrated by Judi Morris. Chapter 1. In the North Pole, vanilla ice cream scoops of snow dotted the ground, while tiny marshmallow flakes fell steadily from the sky. It was a deliciously magical place, where dreams and toys were gifts for the asking. On this particular night, just 2 days before Christmas, a fierce wind was blowing, sending the snow flying in all directions. All of Santa's helpers were tucked away indoors, awaiting the birth of the newest reindeer. They sat by a fire in a well-lit cave, enjoying the warmth and talking about the baby being born in the next room. Santa and Mrs. Claus were there, as were a small group of elves and several of the woodland animals. Suddenly, they heard a cry, and they all jumped up to greet Mrs. Prancer's new baby. Entering the tiny bedroom, they saw Mrs. Prancer cuddling her newborn reindeer to her chest, while Prancer looked on lovingly. A proud father, Prancer turned away so they wouldn't see his tears. But Mrs. Claus reached out and turned him back around. "Happy tears are always welcome, my dear," she whispered. She kissed his cheek and said, "Now let's see the little one." Mrs. Prancer loosened her arms a bit, and Santa rushed up first. "It's a girl," he exclaimed grandly. "A beautiful little girl." Sprinkles was tiny, barely bigger than an elf. Her creamy chocolate skin was sprinkled with milky white polka dots. Mrs. Prancer smiled. "We'll call her Sprinkles." Just as Mrs. Prancer spoke, a light gust of snow swirled through the bedroom, showering Sprinkles' face. She opened her eyes, blinked, and slowly looked at the smiling crowd surrounding her. Her smile was radiant, gleaming brighter than the whitest snow. Everyone who looked at her felt their hearts fill with joy and love. But Sprinkles' smile faded suddenly. She closed her eyes and became very still. Everyone gasped. "What's wrong?" cried Prancer. "She's not moving." Mrs. Prancer gently nuzzled her baby, trying to soothe her awake, but nothing happened. Sprinkles was lying there, still as death. Then Santa decided to try. He took Sprinkles in his arms and let his beard tickle her nose. Finally he looked up, shaking his head sadly, and said, "She's a tiny one, she is. The first reindeer to be born this early." Santa looked away from Mrs. Prancer, who was crying, and instead focused on his loyal...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?